GMNA uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Good evening, I'm Marcus Dunfield. Tonight we'll break down the CDTA's new Sunday bus routes, hear why the Saratoga County Animal Shelter has paused intake, and celebrate Sweet Sweet Bakery's grand opening on Broadway. Traffic's clear across town, so let's dive in. Over to you, Diana.
The Saratoga Automobile Museum is hosting supercars in the park this weekend, beginning Saturday morning and running through Sunday evening.
Exhibits include a Ferrari F8 Tributo, a Lamborghini Huracan, and a McLaren 720S, each displayed alongside interactive multimedia panels describing their engineering.
Admission is free for all visitors, with a special kids activity zone featuring remote-controlled model cars and a photo op with a life-size replica.
We've got plenty ahead, so stay tuned, lots to get to. Let's begin our evening together right now here. Here are our top stories. The Capital District Transportation Authority will roll out new bus routes and schedule adjustments across the capital region, including Saratoga County, starting Sunday, August 23rd. Russ Tedeschi has the full story.
Starting Sunday, August 23rd, the Capital District Transportation Authority is rolling out a slate of route adjustments across the capital region, touching multiple lines that serve Saratoga County. Riders will see new routes introduced, a handful of existing routes trimmed, and timetable tweaks aimed at smoothing peak hour crowds. The agency says the revisions are intended to improve overall service and better align schedules with rider demand. Commuters in the Saratoga area can expect altered boarding points and adjusted frequencies on several downtown and suburban corridors. The changes go live at the start of service on Sunday, with signage and online updates posted to guide passengers through the transition. Russ Tedeschi, GMNA News, Saratoga.
Today, the Saratoga County Animal Shelter announced it has temporarily halted intake of new animals after its facilities reached full capacity. Officials say the shelter, which serves the entire county, is currently unable to accept additional dogs, cats, or other pets. The pause remains in effect while staff work to free space and arrange transfers to neighboring kennels. The decision comes as a wave of residents seeking to adopt or surrender animals has strained resources. Shelter administrators emphasize that the measure is temporary but necessary to maintain proper care for animals already in custody. They are reviewing options to expand capacity and encourage potential adopters to consider other local rescue groups while the intake suspension continues. City leaders say they are reviewing emergency grants, while neighboring shelters in Ballston Spa and Malta have agreed to accept transferred pets during the pause.
State officials rolled out a new anti-speeding billboard on Route 9 in Half Moon today, aiming to curb excessive driving through the corridor that serves commuters from the capital region to the Saratoga area. The large sign, placed at a known trouble spot near the intersection with County Road 5, displays a stark reminder to slow down and warns that reckless speeds increase the likelihood of serious crashes. Transportation Department spokesperson Maria Lopez said the measure follows a recent spike in citations and a series of accidents that prompted local leaders to request additional deterrence. The billboard will remain in place through the remainder of the summer season, when traffic volumes peak due to the Saratoga race meet and festival crowds. Officials hope the visual cue will prompt motorists to respect posted limits and improve safety for everyone on the road.
Capital Region wineries captured gold, silver, and bronze medals at this year's New York Wine Classic, highlighting the region's growing reputation for quality vintages and boosting local tourism. Owen Prescott has the full story.
Gold, silver, and bronze medals rolled off the tables for a handful of Capital Region wineries at the 2026 New York Wine Classic, a statewide tasting competition that draws judges from across the country. Judges praised the crisp acidity of a local Riesling that claimed gold, while a robust Adirondack Pinot Noir earned silver and a smooth Finger Lake Chardonnay took bronze. The awards, announced on the final day of the three-day event, marked the first time several Saratoga area producers have stood on the podium together. Organizers said the results will likely draw more visitors to the region's tasting rooms and vineyard trails this coming season. Owen Prescott, GMNA News, Saratoga Springs.
The Saratoga County Board of Supervisors will adopt a formal resolution today in Ballston Spa, marking the upcoming 25-year anniversary of the September 11th attacks. 4 community members were invited to speak, as the board emphasizes the importance of collective remembrance. The measure calls on residents across the county to observe the milestone with quiet reflection and appropriate ceremonies. Officials said the resolution underscores the lasting impact of the tragedy on families and first responders, and it aims to guide local schools, churches, and civic groups in planning appropriate observances. The board's decision follows weeks of planning for community remembrance activities throughout the county, including a moment of silence at the county courthouse and a veterans tribute at the park. The resolution will become official once the supervisors sign it later this afternoon. Later, the roar of supercars will echo the museum grounds on August 15th. A thrilling preview you won't miss. We will be right back.
Every day, important stories happen across the city before any news crew arrives. Sometimes the very first person at the story is you. When you witness something newsworthy, open the GMNA Citizen Reporter app and start your report. The app guides you through every step while your report is delivered directly to the GMNA newsroom. Every submission is reviewed by our editorial team, and approved reports may be featured on GMNA. Get the GMNA Citizen Reporter app today at my.gmna.ca. Your city, your news. Welcome back. Olivia Lill and Parker Mansfield returned to Saratoga this past weekend with a bronze medal and several other podium finishes from the Under-19 World Rowing Championships in Plovdiv, Bulgaria. Competing for the Saratoga Rowing Association, the pair helped Team United States secure a strong showing in the mixed 8 event, where their bronze marked the first medal for the crew. Lill also captured a silver in the junior single, while Mansfield added a bronze in the junior pair, underscoring the depth of the local program. Coaches praised the athletes' dedication and said the results reflect years of training on the Hudson River and at the city's high school boathouse. The community celebrated the achievement, highlighting how the youth rowing program continues to produce athletes who compete on the world stage for future races.
The 105th Saratoga sale at Saratoga Racecourse logged $118,215,000 in gross sales, with 35 yearlings sold for 7-figure bids, underscoring a thoroughbred market. Russ Tedeschi has the full story.
Inside the historic grandstand, dealers and buyers swarmed the auction floor as the 105th Saratoga sale closed its 2-night run. Fasig-Tipton reported a total of $118,215,000 in gross sales, breaking the event's previous record. Among the highlights, 35 yearlings fetched 7-figure checks, each changing hands in a flurry of bids. The packed stands and bustling paddocks reflected a market that remains buoyant, with owners eager to add fresh blood to their stables. The surge in demand reverberated through the local economy, as vendors and hospitality venues reported brisk business throughout the weekend. Back at the course, the excitement lingered long after the final gavel fell. Russ Tedeschi, GMNA News, Saratoga.
Saturday's supercars in the park roared to life at the Saratoga Automobile Museum, drawing car enthusiasts and families alike to a sunny afternoon on the museum's grounds. From 9 a.m. until 12 p.m., the open-air showcase featured a lineup of exotic and high-performance machines, ranging from sleek Italian supercars to cutting-edge electric hypercars. Organizers highlighted the event as a celebration of automotive design and performance, giving visitors a chance to walk among the vehicles and hear stories from engineers and collectors. Children enjoyed interactive displays, while adults appreciated the rare chance to see models normally confined to private collections. Museum staff reported a strong turnout, noting that the family-friendly atmosphere helped bring the excitement of the racing world to the heart of Spa City. Located just steps from Broadway, the museum's outdoor lot transformed into a runway for the gleaming cars, reinforcing Saratoga's reputation as a hub for summer attractions.
Police and code enforcement officers have stepped up patrols downtown and along Broadway, targeting unlicensed taxi and rideshare operators after a surge in complaints. The department announced that teams began the crackdown Saturday, focusing on vehicles lacking proper permits or insurance. Officers are conducting spot checks, issuing citations, and when necessary impounding cars that fail to meet city safety standards. Officials say the effort aims to protect passengers and keep the local transportation network in compliance with municipal regulations. Drivers found operating without a valid license face fines and possible court action. The heightened presence is expected to continue through the summer, with patrols rotating throughout the city's main corridors. Residents are urged to report suspect rides to the non-emergency line, though the department stresses that the operation is already in full swing.
Ruhan Realty agents have been recognized as the July 2026 sales leaders in Saratoga Springs, highlighting a standout performance amid a bustling local housing market. Bridget Halloran has the full story.
Agents from Ruhan Realty closed the highest number of transactions in Saratoga Springs for the month of July 2026, earning the city's sales leader distinction. The firm's teams moved a mix of single-family homes, townhouses, and condominiums, totaling several $1 million in value, according to the local board's monthly report. Market activity this summer has remained brisk, with inventory modest and buyer demand steady, allowing Ruhan's agents to secure offers above asking price on many listings. The recognition comes as the firm continues to handle a high volume of deals across the city's neighborhoods, maintaining its presence among both buyers and sellers. Bridget Halloran, GMNA News, Saratoga Springs.
Now let's turn to the forecast and see what tonight's skies have in store.
A brisk southwest jet drives dry, stable air while high pressure nudges upward, keeping storms at bay tonight. On this date, the all-time high reached 88 degrees in 2015, set during a lingering heat wave that pushed temperatures well above normal. The all-time low fell to 51 degrees in 2014, a surprise cold snap that arrived with an early front and gusty northwest winds. By contrast, the climatological average high hovers around 80 degrees and the average low near 57, placing today's 81-degree reading squarely between the extremes. That summer also featured a stalled ridge that bottled moisture aloft, while the winter low came as a trough slipped southward, sharpening the temperature drop. The live radar shows a broad swath of clear returns across the capital district, with no precipitation echoes anywhere. The lack of echoes confirms the dry air mass sliding in behind the high pressure that is slowly building. With the fast southwest jet aloft steering any disturbance well to the north, any rain that might develop will miss Saratoga entirely. Turning now to tonight's outlook. At 6 p.m., the city sits at 81 degrees with partly cloudy skies and a humidity near 52%. A gentle 6 miles per hour wind from the southwest drifts across the hills, feeling barely noticeable. Near average pressure is rising, and the powerful southwest jet at 94 miles per hour high above is reinforcing the ridge that keeps the air dry and stable. With the ridge in place, clouds will thin after sunset and temperatures will slide toward the low of 57 degrees overnight. The UV index remains at 7 for the brief post-sunset period, and no watches or warnings are in effect. Light winds will persist through the night, and the calm atmosphere will hold until the early morning hours. Looking ahead, Thursday brings a high near 79 degrees and a low around 59 degrees under overcast conditions, with a 35% chance of rain as a weak cold front nudges the ridge. Friday returns to clear skies and a comfortable high of 81 degrees, the low staying near 57 as high pressure builds further. Saturday sees another overcast day, high 75, low 61, and a 40% rain probability as the lingering front taps the region. Sunday remains overcast with a high of 81 and a low of 61, but rain chances dip to 20% as the ridge reasserts itself. Monday closes the stretch with clear skies, a high of 75 and a low of 61, offering a dry finish to the week. And that's your weather. Remember, the local sunset is also available as a podcast. Listen anytime on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts.
Traffic's clear, the Bronx Bombers are ready for action, and Sweet Sweet Bakery's opening sweetens today's lineup. We will be right back.
Every day, important stories happen across the city before any news crew arrives. Sometimes the very first person at the story is you. When you witness something newsworthy, open the GMNA Citizen Reporter app and start your report. The app guides you through every step while your report is delivered directly to the GMNA newsroom. Every submission is reviewed by our editorial team, and approved reports may be featured on GMNA. Get the GMNA Citizen Reporter app today at my.gmna.ca. Your city, your news. All major corridors are moving freely this morning. Interstate 87 north and south, US 22, Route 34 and downtown streets show no delays. No accidents or construction are reported, and Saratoga Springs transit routes are on schedule. Looking ahead, commuters should anticipate a gradual buildup after 2 o'clock as office traffic returns to Interstate 87 northbound near exit 26. US 22 through downtown typically sees a modest slowdown around 3 o'clock when schools release. The downtown parking lot entrances may also feel a slight increase in volume as shoppers head out for the afternoon. Otherwise, the rest of the network remains clear, so you can stick to your planned route. Bike commuters will also find the Lakefront Trail free of congestion. The downtown trolley continues its regular service without delay. Keep an eye on the weather forecast, as a passing front could bring a brief rain shower later this afternoon, which might add a few minutes to travel times.
Looks like the calendar is quiet today, but stay tuned, big things are just around the corner. This weekend, the National Museum of Dance will host the 16th Annual Saratoga Arts Celebration on its Great Lawn, and the Southern Saratoga Arts, Crafts and Vendor Fair heads to Quick Response on Saturday. Then on Tuesday, the Rec Center rolls out a pickleball tournament benefiting Therapeutic Horses of Saratoga. We'll keep you posted as the week unfolds. And now here's James with sports.
Summer's heat fuels fierce battles from the track to the ballpark. Manager Aaron Boone was seen on the mound during a sixth-inning break in the Yankees' August 15th game at the Rogers Center. After nearly 10 years of predictable cycles, strong starts followed by offensive stalls, Boone's squad now faces a glaring consistency problem that could linger into September. Ben Rice delivered a 2-run blast in the 10th inning of the August 16th showdown with Toronto, lifting the Yankees to a 4-3 extra innings victory. The clutch hit not only snapped a scoring drought, but also gives Boone a timely spark as the team eyes the final stretch. Cade Klubnik took the field for the Jets in the August 14th loss to Tampa Bay, while veteran Geno Smith remains a question mark ahead of Friday's preseason clash with Pittsburgh. Smith's lingering ankle injury forces the coaching staff to lean on Klubnik, making the upcoming game a crucial audition. Keep your eyes on the finish line and the next big play.
Thanks, James. Sweet Sweet Bakery on Broadway in downtown Saratoga Springs is turning heads as it opens its doors this week. Local entrepreneurs Maria Lopez and Carlos Rivera have brought a handcrafted bakery to the heart of the city, offering artisanal breads, flaky pastries, and a smooth cup of coffee that rival any downtown cafe. The ribbon-cutting ceremony on a sunny Saturday drew community leaders, neighbors, and curious passersby, turning the storefront into a spontaneous celebration. This new spot fills a long-standing gap in the local bakery scene and gives residents a warm gathering place to linger over a treat. For Saratoga, Sweet Sweet Bakery isn't just a shop, it's a reminder that homegrown flavor can bring a community together. Later, we'll cover the Broadway closure after a tractor-trailer crash near Church Street in Albany. We will be right back.
Every day, important stories happen across the city before any news crew arrives. Sometimes, the very first person at the story is you. When you witness something newsworthy, open the GMNA Citizen Reporter app and start your report. The app guides you through every step while your report is delivered directly to the GMNA newsroom. Every submission is reviewed by our editorial team, and approved reports may be featured on GMNA. Get the GMNA Citizen Reporter app today at my.gmna.ca. Your city, your news. Welcome back. A tractor-trailer rollover has shut down Broadway at Church Street in Albany, prompting an Albany Police Department response and causing a road blockage. Drivers should seek alternate routes. Russ Tedeschi has the full story.
An overturned tractor-trailer sits across Broadway at the intersection with Church Street, blocking traffic after a crash earlier this afternoon. Albany police arrived within minutes, securing the scene and directing motorists away from the tangled wreckage. The massive vehicle tipped onto its side, spilling cargo and scattering debris along both lanes. Emergency crews have cordoned off the stretch, and officers are advising drivers to use alternate routes through nearby side streets. The blockage is expected to remain in place while investigators determine the cause of the rollover. No injuries have been reported so far, and traffic is backing up as commuters seek detours. Today, Russ Tedeschi, GMNA News, Church Street.
The Locks are slated to headline a concert at Albany's historic Palace Theater this fall, adding a notable hip-hop act to the city's summer music lineup. Talia Whitcomb has the full story.
The Locks are set to bring their signature verses and energy to Albany's historic Palace Theater this fall. Fans gathering outside can already feel the buzz as ticket lines stretch along the cobblestone street, and local vendors are prepping merchandise for the influx of music lovers. The venue, restored to its early 20th century grandeur, will host the trio for a night that's part of a broader concert series aimed at drawing regional audiences and visitors to the capital. Organizers say the show promises a mix of classic hits and newer tracks, giving longtime followers a chance to hear the group's evolution live. Expect a packed house, with seats filling quickly as word spreads across the Hudson Valley. Talia Whitcomb, GMNA News, Albany.
Thank you, Saratoga Springs, for joining us on the local sunset. Tonight's record-shattering 105th Saratoga sale reminded us why this community thrives. I'm Marcus Dunfield, and I look forward to bringing you more stories tomorrow as we explore the headlines together. Stay tuned, stay curious, and have a wonderful evening.